Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for our time here together, for all the friends we've made, for all the laughter and fun, and thank you for the things we've learned. We thank you for all the people who have given their time and energy so that we may graduate today. As this chapter in our lives closes, so a new one begins, fill our minds with your thoughts, fill our bodies with your strength, fill our hearts with your love, that we may eternally love and serve you this day and every day. Amen.
Parents, teachers, family, friends, and classmates, welcome. We're all gathered here today to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2016. Before I really get started, I want to say a couple things. First, to all the people out there who are probably going to cry tonight. It's okay. We understand. Just make sure that they're happy tears. And I'm sorry if I rushed my speech, but it looks like we're about to get a downpour, so I'm gonna hurry up. I know there are a lot of people here tonight who don't know who I am, and that's okay. However, just because I'm up here and speaking in front of everyone, don't just assume I'm some sort of idol. Just because I'm speaking to you all from up on this stage, don't just assume I'm a role model or a hero or something. Don't look up to me just because of my standing. Don't look up to anyone because of their standing. Look up to them because of what they represent. Don't just assume that because someone's standing on the stage that they're trustworthy or respectable. Don't assume they're a decent person. You need to make that decision on your own. Be an individual. Just because someone pulls the wool over someone else's eyes, there's no reason for you to be the same. With that being said, maybe what I say here tonight will make you see me for who I think I am. Sarcastic, clever, cynical, intelligent, maybe a little crazy, like Robert Downey Jr. without all the rich and famous and genius parts, just crazy. But that brings me to the main part of my speech, which is about the memories. The memories we have of this place are the ones we choose to remember. We have a choice. We can remember the bad things, or we can remember the good things. We can remember all the good parts about the senior trip, or we can remember all of our friends who didn't get to come with us. You can remember passing a class you weren't really sure you were going to, or you can remember a grade you aren't very proud about. You can remember your first kiss, or you can remember someone who let you down. The point is, your high school memories are what you decide. Just because you might not have had the best time here, there's no reason to feel badly towards it. We've all gone through bad times here, and we're all going to go through good ones in the rest of our lives. We don't need to dwell on all the stuff that's gone wrong. We need to learn from it instead. I know you've all heard the quote from George Santayana, "Those who forget the past are condemned to repeat it." Well, our memories, good and bad, are our past. They make us who we are, so we need to learn from all those mistakes. If you were so unlucky as to make an 89 or 79 or maybe a 69 in Miss Reed's class, you know that it sucks if she won't bump up your grade. You know that you got so close that you were right there, and if you'd have done a little better, you'd have got the grade you wanted. Do you dwell on it? Do you get angry about it? No, that's just dumb. You have to take it in stride. Everyone fails. It's going to happen, no matter what you do with your life. So make the best of it. Don't just settle for a 69 again. It's always possible to improve. It's always possible to fix those mistakes, and that's what the memories you have from here are for. We spent 13 years here, and we've been here to learn. Are you really going to just waste that? Now, I've heard people say that the school system is broken and that they set the kids up for failure. Well, I don't think that's true. I'm not saying that the schools are perfect. I can say firsthand that they're anything but just because there's room for improvement that doesn't mean they're doing something right. They are teaching kids. They've taught us how the world works. It's not always fair. It's not always easy. It's definitely not all rainbows and unicorns, and I know everyone here has been screwed over by something out of their control. The thing is, it's taught us. It's aged us. It's the reason we're not children anymore. We may not be 21 or 40 or 80, but we're old enough to know how the world works now. At least, maybe a little bit. And we've learned enough to make it. No matter how much you've hated your time here, you can't deny that it's done its job. This place has chewed us up, it's spit us out, and it's gave us an education that we can actually do something with, even if you aren't really sure so. To put it bluntly, we've been schooled. That was a good one. You had laughed. I'm pretty sure required into every speech like this is the thank yous, and of course I'm going to start off with all of our teachers. We really do love you guys, no matter what we say or do. We know that we can be a massive, massive pain in your butt, to say the least, and the point is, the rest of my class, I'm going to speak for them, we're sorry. You guys work day in and day out, years on end, just to get us out of your hair. And I'm really not sure how you've lasted this long without hitting at least one of us. Thank you to all the underclassmen that showed up tonight. You guys make the senior class look a little better. Parents, relatives, I'm sorry I'm such a hassle. I'm pretty much the definition of a handful, and you've put up with it for some reason. Thank you all for showing up tonight, and thank all of you who had an impact on me. Thanks for the memories, even if they weren't so great. Before I go, I have one more thing to say to my class. We really are the future. Now, I know people say it all the time, and you just brush it off, but it is true. What we do now, what we do in the next 10 years, it's going to shape the rest of our lives. Don't screw it up. It's ironic for me to be talking about doing the right thing, but it's what we have to do. Think before you do something. Make sure it's not absolutely moronic, and then you've got a big leg up on everyone else. Good night, guys. Go break some eggs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to stand here tonight as the valedictorian of the Big Sandy High School class of 2016. A little over 12 years ago, I stood on another Big Sandy stage and graduated kindergarten along with some of my classmates who are still here today. Growing up as a Wildcat meant I had the opportunity to love reading in Miss Dodson's class, go to Camp Gilmont with Miss Smith and Miss McQueen, and even become principal for a day at the elementary when I managed to get 500 AR points. I think we all subconsciously try to block out the memories of our awkward junior high years, but I still remember being in Coach Sauer's class and trying out for color guard at the end of 7th grade. However, my high school years are the ones that made the biggest of an impression on me. They were a whirlwind of doing homework, band practices, pep rallies, and trying to keep up with Miss Marsh's next project. Then finally, our senior year arrived. I will never forget the lunches full of crazy laughter and the inside jokes that nobody else will understand. I won't forget the crazy energy that came with the basketball game or the road trip to see Marcus win at state. Each of us has had the opportunity this year to make incredible memories together as a class, and tonight we are making one of the biggest of them all as we walk across this stage. We all know we wouldn't have made it here on our own. Graduates, take a moment and look out into the crowd. Find the people who drove you to all the extra practices, came to your games, and brought you Subway when you couldn't stand the school lunches anymore. They are a big part of the reason that we are able to walk this stage tonight, and we couldn't be more grateful. Thank you to the teachers and staff that prepared us for college, to Miss Rucker for being the best English teacher I ever had, and Miss G for seeing the potential in everyone, to Miss Jackson for always being upbeat, and Coach Strong for his ability to make U.S. history one of the funnest subjects I've ever learned. I'd like to thank my mother, who worked endlessly for me and taught me to always do my best. And finally, I want to give a special shout out to the classmates and friends that really made these past 4 years amazing. Thank you to Thomas, Marcus, Armond, Will, Megan, Myra, Mark, Tori, and Kylie for all the laughs and memories that I will never forget. As we move forward, I'd like to remind my classmates of Zechariah 4:10, which tells us, "Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin." Even though there are only 39 of us sitting here, every one of you has a chance to take your small town education and accomplish big dreams. As we face the coming months, I know we all think we're invisible. We're supposed to feel that way. We're accomplishing a huge milestone by graduating. But like our brief 4 years in high school, what makes life valuable is that it doesn't last forever. I say it today of all days to remind us that time is precious. So whether you may end up at a college or a trade school, begin working full-time, or even start a family, don't let these last 4 years be the best 4 years of your life. Make yours count for something. Fight for what matters to you, no matter what. As we look around here today at all the people who helped make us who we are, I know it feels like we're saying goodbye, but we will carry a piece of each other into everything we do next. Always remember where you came from, and always remember where you're going. Congratulations, class